So you've done your home inspection and the report is about this thick of things that you have to maintain or renovate or update, and you want to back out of the deal. Sure, you can back out of the deal. That's what the home inspection is there for, is there to teach you about the home you're buying. But not every time do you have to back out. You can try negotiating with the seller, and I'm going to explain to you the 3 options you have as a buyer once the home inspection is done if you still want the house. I'm Athar Jaffrey and I've been selling real estate in the GTA for more than 20 years, and I've helped hundreds of first-time buyers go through home inspections and seen many different scenarios, and I'm here to help you navigate that part of your purchase. If you have any questions, just drop a comment below, and this channel is made for you to make buying and selling simple. What are the 3 options that you have as a buyer after doing a home inspection? But before I get into that, I want to tell you something about inspectors. Their job is to find every single defect that they can possibly find in the house. No 2 inspectors are going to have the exact same report. In fact, if you got 10 inspectors to inspect the same property, you will have 10 vastly different reports, because not every inspector is looking at the house in the exact same way. The purpose of the inspection is really for major defects in the house, and you want to know these things before you move in. Does this mean that after your inspection, you're not going to have a horror story with a pipe bursting or anything like that? Chances are you probably will. This is part of home ownership, and the inspector is not there to tell you any future problems that might occur. So what occurs in the future had nothing to do with the moment that you purchased it, more times than not, depending on kind of what it is. But in general, there's always going to be things that you have to upkeep around the house. So you've done an inspection. What are your rights as a buyer? I will give you the 3 basic options that you will have. Number 1, you've done the inspection. There's a whole heap of things. As I mentioned, there's a book this big with improvements and updates and things you have to fix. You can say, I'm not buying the house. Give me my deposit back. I'm moving on. And the seller cannot say no. In the agreement, it clearly states that the inspection is in there for the sole benefit of the buyer. So even if the inspection is pretty good, but there's 1 or 2 things that you're not comfortable with that are minor, technically you can still back out of the deal. It's to your sole and absolute discretion. It's a conditional offer, so you will be getting your deposit back. That's option 1. Option 2, there are some things that you can live with, but you don't want to take on the responsibility of fixing these things. You still want the house, you love the house, but there's some big things, like let's say, for example, a common one that I've seen is that there's some mold buildup in the attic. Now this is usually because of the circulation, or the fan is not directly blowing the air out of the roof, it's getting caught in the roof, and we see that a lot in these homes in Canada because of the drastic weather changes as well. A lot of moisture can get built up within the roof. So this problem is scary for a lot of buyers. However, it can easily be fixed. There is a cost associated with it, and once it is fixed, if you've also fixed the source of the mold, of what was causing it, it's not going to come back very easily. And when it is fixed, it's 100% gone. You hire a professional that removes the mold. I'm just giving you one example. So let's just say there's some mold in the roof and you still want the house. You know it can be fixed, but you don't want to fix it, and if you have to fix it, you're not going to buy it. So what you can do is you can actually make an amendment to the agreement. So that is a change to the original agreement. And in that amendment, you can kind of write in your own terms that the seller will repair that, he will fix that professionally, he will show you proof that it's been fixed, and he will get an invoice from the professional that fixed it showing that it's been paid and the work has been done, and you can ask for pictures. And if you're satisfied with that, then you move forward with the deal. You don't have to back out with the deal. You've asked the seller to fix it and they have agreed. If they don't agree, it comes back to you. What do you want to do? Do you want to back out, or do you want to move forward and just take on that responsibility for yourself? That's option 2. Option 3, after an inspection, would be that you list as many things as you want that need some fixing in the house, that are very important to fix in the house, you know, that you can't move in without being fixed, like some mold, or maybe the heater is not working. What you can do, again, go back to option 2, ask the seller to do it. If the seller says no, option 3 is you can ask for a price reduction. So you can actually make an amendment to the agreement of purchase and sale that would actually be lowering the purchase price of the home, and in hopes that the money that you're saving, you understand you got to put it back to some upgrades and repairs in the home to make it livable or to make it safe to live in. This scenario has to be mutually agreed upon. So you'll make an amendment, you'll prove to the seller that after the inspection inspection, these are the items that need to be addressed right away. You can fix them, show me proof. They don't want to fix it, the next option is, okay, I want $10,000 off the price. In a declining market or in a buyer's market, more times than not, the seller is lucky to even get the offer. So if he's gotten the offer and he's lucky even got it sold conditional, he or she will most likely accept an amendment where at least the deal is gonna be firm, but with a new price or even with them having to fix it. So all these scenarios, it has to be a mutually agreed upon except for scenario 1. So I'll reiterate it again. Scenario 1 after home inspection is you don't buy the house, you back out. You don't need a mutual understanding with the seller on that one. If you decide after the inspection condition that you don't want to buy the house, you will get your deposit back. You send them a mutual release and you get your deposit back. Option 2, you ask them to fix it. They pay for it. They send you proof that it's been fixed and you have to kind of be satisfied obviously with the fix, and then you have agreed that if they fix it, you move forward with the deal. The seller and the buyer both have to sign that amendment and agree to those terms. Option 3, again, is that you ask the seller to lower the purchase price according to whatever the repairs might cost. And again, both parties, both you and the seller have to agree to that amendment, and then you would move forward with the deal with the new terms. It is highly advisable to do a home inspection. You don't want any surprises, but just keep in mind is that inspection is going to tell you a lot of small things like a doorknob is loose or a cabinet door is loose, stuff like that. You kind of have to look past because, when you're living in a home, there's going to be a lot of small wear and tear items, and the inspection is not there for that report to tell the seller to fix it. These things you kind of have to look past and deal with them on your own. It's part of home ownership. If there are major things, then option 2 and option 3 definitely are something that you have to consider. How can we negotiate this? Or even just back out of the deal for major things, foundational issues, major water issues, major mold issues, whatever it may be. Option 2 and option 3 are there if you still want the house. So I hope this helps on your rights as a buyer after you're done the home inspection condition. If you have any questions about this or any real estate questions, just drop a comment below or send me a message directly. Remember, the goal with this channel is to make real estate buying and selling simple. And if you want to buy or sell real estate, you better call Joffrey.